Take a look at your desk or your fridge. Whether it's a soda, a can of soup, or your favorite craft beer, you're touching a global empire you've likely never heard of. Today, we're peeling back the label on the packaging hegemony of 2025. This isn't just about cans. It's about three giants controlling the invisible backbone of our world. Here's a number to melt your brain: $32 billion. That's the combined revenue of Ball, Crown, and Silgan. To put that in perspective, that's enough to buy every single person in New York City their own Tesla. These guys aren't just manufacturers, they are the essential infrastructure for every food and drink brand on Earth. But here's the twist. On paper, they look like they're printing money. But if you look closer, there's a hole in their pockets the size of a crater. Most of that growth? It's ghost growth. They're charging more because materials cost more, but they aren't actually selling more stuff. It's like getting a 10% raise when inflation is 11%. You're actually getting poorer while feeling richer. So how do they survive? They've picked different paths. Ball decided to sell their aerospace business to bet everything on aluminum. Crown is playing the all-rounder game, and Silgan? They're the defensive specialists, focusing on the stuff you buy when the economy goes south. It's a classic three-way strategic standoff. Ball is now a pure-play giant. They're betting $13 billion that you'll never want to touch a plastic bottle again. They've gone all in on circularity, the idea that a can in your hand today will be back on the shelf in 60 days. It's a massive gamble on a greener future. While Ball is focused on the what, Crown is obsessed with the how. They move faster than anyone else. Their asset turnover is nearly double the industry average. Think of them as the Formula One team of packaging, squeezing every drop of efficiency out of every machine they own. Then there's Silgan. They are the boring company that makes a killing. They own 50% of the US soup can market. Why? Because even in a recession, people still eat canned beans. They've built a fortress out of metal food containers, while quietly buying up the companies that make the fancy spray nozzles for your expensive perfumes. You might ask, what if aluminum prices skyrocket? Well, these guys are smarter than the market. Through pass-through contracts, they've basically offloaded 85% of the risk onto the brands. If metal gets expensive, Pepsi pays for it, not Ball. They've turned a volatile commodity into a predictable utility. In 2025, being green isn't just for PR, it's how you get cheaper loans. Ball is the teacher's pet here, with a AAA ESG rating. This sustainability premium is the new credit currency. If you aren't green, you're expensive to run. Business is a game of risk. Ball uses Brazil's massive recycling culture as a moat. Crown is chasing the new middle class in Asia, and Silgan is doubling down on Europe's high-barrier markets. They aren't just selling cans. They're playing geopolitical arbitrage. What are they doing with their spare cash? Ball is buying back their own stock, telling the world, we're worth more than you think. Silgan, meanwhile, is on a shopping spree, buying technical expertise to stay ahead. It's the difference between self-love and aggressive expansion. Time for some real talk. Ball is using a nearly $2 billion factoring program. That's a fancy way of saying they're selling their IOUs for quick cash. If the banks stop buying that crater we mentioned earlier, it gets a lot deeper, very fast. Plastic is the new cigarette. It's being phased out by regulators and hated by consumers. Aluminum is the winner here. We're looking at a 12% growth rate. The can is no longer just for beer. It's for water, wine, and everything in between. As analysts, we have to call out the accounting magic. Crown extended the life of their machines to 23 years, just to make their profits look $64 million higher. It's like saying your 10-year-old car is actually brand new so you can feel richer. Don't be fooled by the surface numbers. So who wins? There is no single king. Ball wins on green alpha, Crown wins on speed, and Silgan wins on safety. The real winners are the investors who realize that in a world of digital chaos, physical packaging is the most stable bet you can make. Want the full-page dataset behind this? Reach out to us at HDIN Research. We find the data others miss. Subscribe for more deep dives into the empires that run your world. See you in the next analysis.